Have you ever wondered how your grandparents stored vegetables for 6 months without a refrigerator? Today, I'll show you 8 secrets my family has used for 40 years. And every single one costs $0. Winter is coming across America, and I've watched so many gardeners waste their harvest because they don't know how to store it properly. This isn't just theory. I've personally tested every method I'll show you today. And I'll tell you exactly what works and what doesn't. You'll find many root cellar videos on YouTube, but nobody tells you that my first root cellar in 1995 failed completely. Every vegetable rotted in 3 months. Today, I'll save you from those same mistakes using only things you already have at home. Now, here's what makes this video special. Out of all 8 methods, I have 3 personal favorites that have never failed me. Method number 4 saved me during a Texas heat wave. Method number 7 is my go-to for apartments. And method number 8? Well, that one changed how my entire community gardens. Stay until the end, and I'll tell you which one became my absolute favorite and why. Method 1, the buried bin trick. Our first method is the simplest. Bury any large plastic storage bin about 2 feet deep. But wait, here's the first mistake I made. I put the bin directly in soil and bacteria ate everything. The solution: add 2 inches of gravel at the bottom for drainage. Cost: $0 if you have an old bin. Method 2, trash can transformation. Method 2 comes from my Michigan gardening days. An old metal trash can placed in the shade works perfectly. Metal regulates temperature naturally. Warning: I once used a plastic can. Rodents chewed right through it. Always use metal. Method 3, staircase surprise. If you have a basement, the space under your stairs is a natural root cellar. The temperature stays consistently cool here. Actually better than your freezer for a long-term storage. Method 4, my Texas heat wave savior. This method saved my entire harvest during the 2019 Texas heat wave. You know those white Styrofoam coolers? The ones you get with meal delivery. Don't throw them away. I lined mine with newspaper, added my carrots and potatoes, and placed it in the coolest corner of my garage. The insulation is so good that even when it was 95 degrees Fahrenheit outside, inside stayed at 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I stored vegetables for 5 months with this trick. That's why this is one of my top 3 favorites. Method 5, the ancient earth pit. Indigenous tribes across America have used this method for centuries. Dig a small pit, layer vegetables with straw, then cover with soil. This natural insulation prevents freezing. Method 6, porch box strategy. My biggest mistake was putting all vegetables together in one porch box. Apples produce ethylene gas that made potatoes sprout. The secret? Separate boxes for different vegetables. Method 7, my apartment gardener's secret. If you live in an apartment and think you can't have a root cellar, this method is for you. Look at your basement window wells. They're gold mines. I placed an old wooden wine crate in mine, added a layer of sand at the bottom, arranged my beets and turnips, and covered it with burlap. The temperature stayed perfect all winter. My daughter in New York City uses this method in her apartment building. That's why it's in my top 3. Method 8. The method that built community. This last method changed everything for me. In 2010, I was storing vegetables alone when my neighbor's entire harvest froze. We decided to try something different. We created a community root cellar in an old shed. I stored potatoes, Mrs. Johnson stored apples, Mr. Rodriguez stored carrots. Every Friday, we'd trade. But here's the magic. We didn't just trade vegetables. We traded stories, recipes, and became family. This method isn't about storage. It's about connection. That's why it's my absolute favorite. The reveal, my ultimate favorite. So which is my number 1? Honestly, it depends on your situation. For apartments, method number 7. For extreme climates, method number 4. But for changing lives, method number 8. The community cellar taught me that gardening isn't just about growing food. It's about growing relationships. That lesson was worth more than any vegetable I've ever stored. Now, the 3 mistakes 90% of people make. 1. Storing all vegetables together. They have different humidity needs. 2. Storing damaged vegetables. They spoil the others. 3. Not checking temperature. Ideal is 32 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. C. No refrigerator needed. No freezer required. Just your ancestors' wisdom and things you already own. You can create professional level storage starting today with $0. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 8 methods would work best in your situation? Are you in an apartment? A house with a basement? Tell me in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you want me to create more $0 gardening solutions, hit that like button. At 100 likes, I'll share my secret for keeping herbs alive all winter without heating. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Next week, I'm showing how to grow garlic from store-bought bulbs, another $0 gardening trick that works in any climate.